Hi, how is it going? Welcome to Code with Z. In today's video, we have to find the sum of all of the left leaves inside of this binary tree. Why? Well, because that's what LeetCode 404, which doesn't exist, sum of left leaves is asking us to do. As you can see, it says, given the root of a binary tree, this is gonna be our root, return the sum of all of the left leaves. Now, let's see what left and leaves even mean. Well, a leaf is a node with no children. For example, this 15 that we have here, this 7 that we have here, or this 9 that we have here. And then a left leaf is a leaf that is the left child of another node. For example, 15 that we have here is a leaf because it doesn't have any children and is on the left side, so it's gonna be a left leaf. Same thing for 9 that we have here. Alrighty, let's see how you can solve this. So if we want to solve this, we have to return 24. Why? Well, because the sum of all of the left leaves is gonna be 24. 9 plus 15 is 24. So let's see how you can find this answer. So the only thing that we need is gonna be a variable called sum, so we can actually store the sums that we have while we go through our tree. We're gonna go through our tree, and each time we're gonna check two simple things, and that's everything we need. The first one is we're gonna say if it is a leaf, meaning it doesn't have any children and it's on the left side, add its value to sum. And then we're gonna always call the function on both sides again. Now you might be like, what does this even mean? Don't worry, because we're gonna visualize it together. So let's start. In the beginning, we're gonna start with our root. We're gonna check if it's a leaf. Well, the root is not a leaf, so we're just gonna ignore this entirely because this condition is false. And then we're gonna call the function on both sides, like so. We're gonna call the function, which is these two simple rules that we have here, for this one and this one. Then we're gonna repeat the same thing. We're gonna come to this one and we're gonna be like, is this a leaf? Well, yeah, it doesn't have any children. And we're gonna check if it is on the left side. It is. So the value inside of this node has to be added to here. So this is gonna be 9. And then we're gonna get to this one. We're gonna check if this is a leaf. It's not. So we're gonna ignore this entirely. And we're gonna call the function on both sides. This one doesn't have any children, but this one does. So we're gonna call the function on these two as well. And then we're gonna repeat the same thing for these as well. We're gonna check if this is a leaf. It is. It doesn't have any children. And we're gonna check if it is on the left side. It is on the left side. So we're gonna add its value to sum, like so. Now sum is equal to 24. And then for this one, we're gonna check if it is a leaf. It is a leaf, but it's not on the left side. So we're gonna ignore this, and because they don't have any children, we're gonna stop, and that's gonna be our answer, and we're gonna return our sum. Now let's code this in the simplest way possible. Alrighty, let's code this together. So the very first thing that we need is gonna be our sum variable, just like we saw in the slides. We're gonna literally have the same thing, and then we're gonna have a function called, for example, traverse, and this is gonna be the function that's gonna go through our tree. This function is gonna take two simple variables. The first one is gonna be obviously the node, and we also need to make sure that we pass a boolean called is left child, so we know it is a left child. Here we're gonna say for each node we have to check if it is a leaf and if it is on the left side. So we're gonna say if node dot left does not exist and node dot right does not exist, meaning it doesn't have any nodes on the left side and on the right side, and it is a left side child, meaning this is also true. So if all of these are true, meaning if the left side does not exist, the right side does not exist, and it is a left side child, meaning this boolean is true, we're gonna say sum is equal to sum plus node dot val. Simple as that. Now below this we have to always call the function on the right side and on the left side. So we're gonna say traverse for the node on the left side, and we're gonna say this is true because it is a left child. And then we're gonna say for the right side we're gonna pass this, but we have to make sure that this is false. Simple as that. And then at the end we need to call it for the first time. The first time we're gonna pass the root, and this is gonna be a false because the root is not a left child. And then at the end we have to return the sum. However, once we actually reach these leaves and we call the function, they don't have any children, so we're gonna be stuck with null, meaning this node is gonna be null. So we're gonna say if node didn't exist, just return, so we don't get stuck with null. And that's gonna be it. Now let's run this and see if we can actually pass all the test cases. Let's see. And yeah, we got accepted. Now let's submit this and let's see what will happen. And we got accepted. That's awesome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep on coding.